Yo, what's happening, folks? It's UNHOST here. Welcome to another episode of Facts. It's good to have you back. And today we are talking about the Wither skeleton, if you guys couldn't tell by the title. This lovely specimen right here. They are a little bit over 2 blocks tall, and they pack a punch. They also have the ability to give you the Wither effect, which turns your hearts black. And I'll demonstrate that real quick for you guys. Game mode 0, and we'll get just close enough. It looks like he can't actually attack through this wall right here. While they can actually spawn in 2 high spaces, they can't attack me right here. Let's see if they can walk through the 2 high spaces. Let's hit him once, see if he'll walk through, and no, it doesn't look like it. But yeah, guys, today's episode we will talk about exactly... ooh, man, yep, they pack a punch, that's for sure. We'll talk about everything that you will need to know about the Wither skeleton. We'll just kind of clear up some myths, some facts, and all that stuff. And yeah, you guys will be satisfied because you will know everything about the Wither skeleton. And yeah, there's been a lot of tests done, a lot of different things. And I'm just going to kind of sum them all up and do my own test. Because, in my opinion, you can't just trust the wiki. You've got to do some of your own tests sometimes because it's not always the truth. Keep in mind the wiki is basically updated by random people. Including myself. So anyways, guys, let's get started. So as you guys can see, the regular skeletons are just a little bit shorter, and obviously they're carrying a bow, and as we went over in the beginning of the video, they cannot fit through the 2 high spaces, and their attack animation looks kind of like the Iron Golem. Their arms kind of swing up. The only place you're going to find a Wither skeleton spawn is indeed a coveted Nether fortress, that's for sure. This is the only place you can find regular skeletons, as well. They spawn just as frequent as the regular Wither skeletons. Now, indeed, if you change your difficulty to, well, peaceful, they wouldn't be there, but if you change it to easy, the Wither effect actually does not come into play. The Wither effect is not available in easy difficulty, only in normal or hard. That Wither effect lasts on an average of 10 seconds from when you get hit. The items that drop from the Wither skeletons include bones, coal, swords, and you've got the... Let's see right here. We've just got the bones and the coal. They do drop their swords sometimes. Sometimes they're not damaged. Sometimes they are. And we also get these guys right here, the Wither skeleton skulls. So the rest of the video, we will talk about the more advanced stuff. Just thought I'd go over the easy stuff real quick, just for the people that weren't aware, and the people that don't follow the snapshots as closely. I do want to do some tests that involve the Wither skeleton skull and the frequency of the drop. I want to see how frequent it'll drop, and I want to see if fortune will affect that as well. But according to the wiki, the Wither skeleton will drop 0 to 1 coal on death, 0 to 2 bones on death, 0 to 1 Wither skull on death, and 0 to 1 stone swords on death. And just like all of the other Nether mobs, it's not affected by fire or lava. Doesn't burn. And a lot of times you'll actually see them spawned in the lava down here. Here's my favorite shot right here. Yeah, like the other counterpart undead mobs, they can actually pick up the items that you drop, including the lovely Steve heads we've got here, and stuff like armor, and all that kind of stuff. The diamond swords, anything you could think of, they can pick up. And actually, that's actually something I didn't know until now. As you guys can see, he's fitting really nice into those slacks right there. But yeah, they do come into play. Oh, that's great. What you doing? Now, I don't know about you guys, but that is terrifying. And just like the other mobs, they'll drop all the items that they picked up whenever they die. Just like their undead counterpart, the instant damage 2 or instant damage 1 potions don't affect them. The instant health damages them, yes, as you guys can see here. So it does give you the experience, and it's an effective way to test the kills. So this is how I'm going to test all the kills, except for the fortune kills that we'll do later in the video. To talk a little bit about the health of the Wither skeleton and the damage that it does, it actually has 20 health points, which is 10 hearts, which is exactly how much Steve has. On easy, they do 5 hearts of damage and do not wither. On normal, they'll do 8 hearts of damage, 8 points of damage, which is 4 hearts, and they will wither you. On a hard difficulty, they'll do 12 points of damage, which is, yeah, you guessed it, 6 hearts, and they will wither you, on average. There's a very interesting thing in the wiki that I want to share with you guys that I'm going to test. it says it needs confirmation. So this has not been proven or anything. So I'm going to prove it right here. I'm going to read it word for word. Wither skeletons only natural spawn in nether fortresses. Naturally spawn in nether fortresses. The brick type does not matter with naturally spawned withers. So replacing the nether fortress's bricks with normal stone bricks will still allow wither skeletons to spawn. They follow the same spawning conditions as naturally spawning blazes. If you guys didn't know, blazes will naturally spawn, like that one over there, just randomly sitting on top, just like this guy right here. So this could have easily been a blaze, same spawning conditions. Going back to the word for word, it says it needs a light level of 11 or less. So don't go putting torches everywhere if you guys want these things to spawn, because they do actually need a darker spot to spawn on. So 11 or less, guys. 11 or less. So what I'm going to do is kind of make some really giant spawning pads for everything. I'm going to have I'm going to have a control which is going to be the glowstone where nothing can spawn. I'm also going to have netherrack, just because that's the most readily available thing in the nether and the most common thing that you're actually going to find in the nether that you can actually build it out of. I'm going to do regular bricks and nether bricks. So I'll make some big giant spawning pads. Unfortunately, I have to do them by hand. I don't have NBT editor or any of that crazy stuff that I don't even know if that's the right program. But I will be back, guys. Be prepared to do some waiting. Whew, alright, so that took a while. It's been about an hour and 15 minutes, and I mustered these up. I got the nether brick here, which is going to be the natural spawn. By the way, we're in the middle of another fortress here. Anyways, we've got the regular brick. We've got the glowstone here, which they should not be spawning on. And let's turn it to difficulty. It keeps changing on me. It's really weird. Difficulty 0, okay. Now we got the netherrack, and I added 2 more variables in. I've got the stone up here, and I've got grass, just to kind of stir the pot a little bit. And yeah, I think that'll be really good. What I'm going to do is probably wait up here somewhere. I'm going to add some half slabs and some lava around somewhere, some of these places, so that they can't spawn. Probably not lava, probably some other stuff. But I'm going to do that real quick, and 1 second. Le-boom. Alright guys, so we've gone along and half slabbed up a lot of stuff just to make sure that we can get the most spawns possible here. I'm gonna do a couple more slabs, and yeah, we'll do it to it. We'll do a little test. Now, just a forewarning, guys. Like most of you know, I do not edit any of my videos, so yeah, there's not going to be any kind of stop motion or whatever you want to call it. The time lapse. Yeah, there's no time lapse, anything like that. You're just gonna have to trust me. Although it's not complete proof or anything like that. Oops, here we go. Yeah, I'm going to do a couple tests. I'm gonna sit here for a while. I knew this video was gonna take me a while. I used a bunch of TNT and all kinds of stuff to make sure that this was the main spawning spaces right here. So yeah, I'm gonna do a few more half slabs and stuff, and then we'll start doing some testing. Also, another thing, real quick, this also brings up the question of, you know, how high and how low can they spawn, the wither skeletons, that is, of course. And that's something we will answer definitely later in the video. It might be a little longer video. I want to make sure that everything is answered that I need answered. And like I said, I'd rather not rely on the wiki. I'd rather test it out myself and hopefully contribute to the wiki. So I really do want to do that. Just, you know, my personal gain. So I just want to answer questions kind of like, you know, how high will they spawn? How low will they spawn? Will they spawn higher more frequently? Stuff like that. We'll get into it a little bit more later. But as you guys can see here, we've got most of our stuff all slabbed up, and I'll go ahead and change the difficulty. I'm actually going to get down low because I think we'll have less spawning. Well, no, we'll be right here. We'll be right here. All right. We'll see what spawns, guys. Gonna wait a little bit and check momentarily on each one of them, and we'll keep checking until we wear ourselves thin. So we got a few pigmen over here on the stone. Don't have anything on the brick. Nothing on the grass. We've got nothing over here either. There's no light levels. Of course, there's probably not going to be things spawning right here. We've got the, you know, the really bright glowstone, so might need to might need to change that if we don't get anything spawning on any of these pads. Of course, if we do get a wither skeletons to spawn on the grass, or the netherrack, or the stone, I think we can obviously count that as it would spawn on anything except, or anything besides bricks, any kind of bricks. We've got a few more spawns over here. We've got some, just some pigmen. Alright, I've gone ahead and got rid of some of the glowstone here. I've got rid of the outer 5 layers. Just to let you guys know, these are 25 by 25. So, just in case you were wondering, we still don't have even a single wither skeleton, but I'm sure it's going to take time just for even one to spawn. Alright, still no wither skeletons. I do want to let you guys know we are on 12W40B, obviously. Just want to let you guys know. I don't think I let you guys know earlier in the episode. Gonna do some more waiting. Alright, well, we got a couple magma creams spawned up there. Let's check around real quick. I found a really good strategy, and I can probably actually set it up with the command blocks. If you change real quick between difficulty 0 and difficulty 3, I'll show you guys real quick. Difficulty 0 and difficulty 3. There we go. And then you'll quickly see them spawning. Sometimes it's immediate, sometimes it takes just a second. We got a couple more of those bad boys over there. And yeah, we definitely should have picked a bigger lava lake to test this in, but I'm not going to give up. I'm going to still keep going. Wow, okay, so this is very interesting. So I had 3 of them spawn at the same time right here. I actually had one of them spawn inside there. Wow, that was very, very conclusive right there. So we had them actually spawn. We had 3 of them spawn, plus this guy right here on the netherrack, and the blaze. The blaze also spawned in there. I'm gonna do a few more tests. I want to see if they'll spawn like grass at all, and all that stuff. But yeah, they spawned on the netherrack, so that's very exciting. I had no idea. I haven't seen anybody else's videos testing this out at all. But yeah, I'm going to do a little bit more flying around just to test this just a little bit more, and we'll test the fortune enchantment and all that on the wither skeletons in just a second. So stay tuned. Oh, I see one right here. We got another one that spawned on the netherrack right here. Just spawned right there when I changed the difficulty. We still haven't got one spawning on the grass yet, or the stone. We have indeed got a couple blazes spawning, and as you guys know, the coding in the game, these guys are dancing. No, just kidding. These guys spawn the same as blazes. So anyways, just gonna do a little more testing. So I'm just gonna sit here and keep doing this and see when they start spawning. Yep, spelling it right. Okay, we got another one spawning right there in the exact same spot. And nope, thought I saw one, but no again. So I just want to see if the grass or the stone, it's just really piquing my interest. Come on, you can do it. One thing that I'm finding very interesting is the fact that I can type when I'm writing. That I haven't seen any of them spawn on the bricks yet. It's very, very strange. Because from what the handbook says, basically, is that it doesn't matter what type of brick. So I'm guessing the game is checking for brick, nether or regular, obviously. Let's see what we got here. Anything? Ooh, a bunch of blazes. 4 blazes. That's a record right there. We got wow, an awful lot of blazes. Not in the right spots though. And no wither skeletons. Okay, gonna do some more testing. Sorry if you guys are getting bored. I'll do a little skip here, and I'll show you guys in the description below what the result is. So I've made some command blocks here to change between the difficulties. So go to peaceful and go to hard. We'll see how good it works. Peaceful, going hard. Yeah, it works pretty well. gonna completely get rid of the glowstone just because I think it's giving the grass bad vibes, man. Okay, so I've replaced the glowstone with another layer of grass. A wise man once said, the greatest things that are known in Minecraft were proven wrong on the wiki. Got one spawning on the nether brick, of course. Alright, and we got another one on the nether rack. Let's see, anywhere else? Nope. So I think it's pretty conclusive to say that anything foreign to the nether, these guys aren't going to spawn on. I think it's pretty conclusive evidence, and I'm going to trust it because I've been here for 2 hours and 45 minutes, just constantly turning it from difficulty 1 to 2, and nope, no grass, no stone. We did see them spawn here and here. We did not see them spawn on the bricks, so we can kick that theory out. Again, we are on the 40B, so let's move on to the next test, guys. This test was concluded, and it was nothing foreign to the nether, so you got nether rack, nether brick. They can spawn on anything else they can not. However, I will be doing some more testing, and if I do find anything else out that proves it wrong, I will actually put an annotation in the video, and I will tweet you personally, letting you know that I found out that I was wrong. I was wrong, but I'm not yet. So now I will admit the one thing that kind of confused me was if they really do spawn like the blazes indeed, then I saw some blazes spawn here, 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 and here. So why wouldn't the nether skeletons? So it's not exactly the same. So maybe I can get one of my friends to go inside the code and actually find out exactly what it is. Again, I'll put an annotation in the video if this changes. Well, well, well. Hey guys, you finally decided to show up on the stone, huh? Well, why now? Why two of you? Well, guys, I guess the very rare chance, maybe this is not in the actual space itself for this, so yeah, they actually spawned on stone. So, guys, mind blown once again. They can spawn on anything, absolutely anything. I don't know. It's very rare. It seems it's very rare. It seems like the space that's considered a nether fortress is very limited, but it's actually it's like it's inside. Let me try to get my words straight here before I sound really stupid. It's something I'm gonna look up. That's what it is. Yeah. Hi there. Next fact. Yep, these guys exist. The nether spider jockeys. Actually, 80% of the time you will get the regular spiders if you put them in the nether by a spawn egg, and supposedly 20% of the time they will spawn with a rider on top. Let's spawn a few more of these bad boys. But the same thing goes for the skeleton. The regular skeletons and the skeleton eggs. So yeah, the spider jockey actually exists with. Where'd he go? Where'd you go, buddy? There's one of them. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. You can also get a regular spider jockey in the nether, but it's really rare and obviously not in vanilla Minecraft. Now, as far as the natural difficulty of fighting these guys, if you spawn one, it's pretty easy to outrun them. You know, you don't have to sprint or anything. They don't run too fast, and they're really actually pretty easy to kill. Like I said, they've got the same amount of hit points as a player with no armor. Now let's get into the juicy stuff that I know you guys want to know about, and that is the wither skull drop rates. The actual number on the wiki is 1 out of 40. So out of every 40 wither skeletons you kill, you should get one. That's the percentage, and if you guys have fought them like me in vanilla Minecraft, yeah, it's pretty rough to get to these skulls. I'm going to do a couple tests just to make sure that that number is about right. I'm going to put 100 wither skeletons in here. I'll probably do it about 5 or 6 times, and we'll see just how that number holds up. I know that while I'm putting these in here, there's going to be the white skeletons that show up, and yeah, I'll compensate for them. Alright, we've got exactly 100 wither skeletons in there, give or take 1 or 2. So we should get at least 2 wither skulls from this. And like I said, we'll do the test. We'll do the test a few times. And this will give us the normal drop rates using these potions right here. This is the same as using just a regular sword. We will test the theory of the fortune in just a little bit. So let me get all these balls out my face. And we actually did get one. We got one. That's a surprise. Now, honestly, I do this test quite a bit, and I've got to say it's really rare chance to get 1 out of 100. And as you guys can see, we've got the fully charged up, the full health stone swords there. They are not damaged by any means, and that's pretty nice to have. So let's get rid of this TNT. Let's do the test one more time. Actually, let's do it a few more times. Alright, we've got 100 more in there. There's one in there with, there's a regular one with the regular leather. Mosh pit. Alright, let's see if we can get a skull. I'm not sure if the chances have changed between any of the snapshots or not. But let's see how many skulls we get this go. Nope, didn't get a single one. So it's looking like our chances right now are actually 1 in 200. So I know it's not exactly, you know, with the exact percentages and all that, but yeah, you guys get the gist. Let's do this a couple more times. Here we go, guys. Just a little bit of lag, just a little bit. Let's see how many faces we get. Got everything? And none. So we are 1 for 300. That's a little rough. I'm gonna give it one more go, and we'll move on to the next fact, and hopefully conclude the episode. So again, sorry guys. I know I've been making these a little bit longer, but I wanted to make sure that I got everything I could get out of this, because this is something that's pretty important. I think that a lot of people have been talking about wither skeletons and actually, you know, not necessarily not being truthful, but not showing evidence. So just showing the evidence here. Here we go. 100 nether wither skeletons. Excuse me. 100 wither skeleton. Oh, woo! Little bit of lag. Not today, guys. Sorry, boss. Get out of here. I think I saw a face. I'm not sure. I don't want to be 1 for 400, but that might be the case. Yep, unfortunately, guys, we are 1 for 400, so our chances were actually times by 10 to the negative power of death. That's a lot of negativity. Now, I'm sure the game code actually says, you know, 1 out of 40, but this was just the hand we were given today. So, hey, a skull. So I want to show you guys exactly where their hitbox is. So we'll go up here. We'll slowly go a little bit lower. I had just killed a blaze on accident. Wow, that would never happen. And there we go. It's right about the top of his neck. For some reason, it's also a common misconception that the wither skeleton and the wither actually regain health from the actual the wither effect that they give you. They do not regen health whatsoever. And for my last trick, guys, I had heard from a friend that they can actually spawn up here past the bedrock if it's in the Nether fortress area. So we're going to test that out real quick. I could guarantee you that they actually do spawn way down there in the lava. They can spawn down there, and I've seen them firsthand plenty of times. So yeah, anyways, guys, this will be the end of the video. Alright. So I hope you guys have found out about all that you need to know about wither skeletons, and hopefully we can do more videos like this. Hopefully not as long. I know you guys don't like the terribly long videos, but yep, that's what I'm going to do here on Facts, is always show you guys the facts. We're not going to rely on the wiki. We are anti-wiki here on Facts. We are just going to rely on the actual game itself and the gameplay. I do want to get more into looking in the code and stuff. I think that'd be really good. Let's see here. Almost ready. Alright, and just for proof of concept, I gotta show you guys that we are actually in a another fortress area. So let me just break on through to the other side. And yeah, we are just above this. Just above the 4 pads. So let's go on up and turn our little sensors on and let's go at it. Let's do it to it. Yeah, so far, after about 10 minutes, I haven't seen a single thing spawn up here. I'm going to make the spawn pad just a bit bigger. Alright, so we did actually get a big spawn of pigmen here. That's very interesting. Another spawn of pigmen. Brighter, closer pigmen. A beautiful ghast. Wow, and I'm actually very surprised. I am so surprised right now. That's amazing. So yeah, the withers can spawn even up here. Wither skeletons. We've got some pigs over here, obviously. So yeah, it looks like you guys can make your farms all the way up to the bedrock, and yeah, I'm interested to see what kind of farms you guys can make for these wither skeletons. So anyways, guys, I do appreciate you watching. Stay tuned for the next episode of F.A.C.T.S. I'm going to try to upload them a little bit more frequently for you guys. I know you guys enjoyed these, and yeah, much love, guys. Adios. Oh, 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 oh. Hee hee.